Rising student loan debt is stopping first-time buyers from buying homes. What's this mean? What's it doing to the economy? Let's learn a little bit more about this from Mark Bloom, who's a real estate expert for Fox News Radio. Mark, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Mark, before we talk about student loan debt and them becoming first-time buyers, from your perspective, how do you see the housing market here in the United States? How are we doing so far in 2014, and what do you predict for the rest of the year?
Sure. It's a great question. I mean, listen, national markets, I know you guys are in Lansing, so you have some unique factors going on in certain areas. But nationally speaking, the market is doing well. We've come off a really low trough, very, very low trough. So, you have people talking about bubbles and you have people talking about this and whatnot. But generally speaking, we're in a very good market. You're going to continue to see slow but steady appreciation through 2014. My personal opinion, and I do a lot of this, we own a brokerage called NetWorth Realty that deals mostly in investment properties. We sell about 100 properties a month throughout the country. You're going to see appreciation stay steady for the next few years. There's no real estate bubble coming anytime soon.
Do we have enough new homes? Do we have enough homes that were already built on the market?
So as demand grows, the new houses aren't there. So the pre-existing houses are the ones that are going to go up in value, and that's why you're going to continue to see that steady appreciation because the new homes are just trying to catch up.
We've been hearing a lot of stories about a rising student loan debt, and apparently that is stopping first-time buyers from buying homes. Haven't we always had a problem with that, though? Haven't students always had debt?
Yes, students have always had debt, and they've always had credit card debt as well as student loan debt coming out of school. However, with the cost of things rising, with the cost of education particularly rising significantly, as well as employment prospects for younger people coming out of this recession that we were in the last few years, it's making it difficult. The lending that people need to buy housing, they need to have about a 43% debt-to-income ratio. The problem is that a lot of younger people graduating from college with credit card debt, student debt, are approaching somewhere in the 60% debt-to-income ratio. So you're looking at possibly what many economists are saying, depending on how quickly their income increases over the next few years, you're looking at a 5 to maybe 8 year lag between when people graduate and when they're actually able to get to that 43% debt-to-income rate.
What's that mean for the housing market?
So there's good and bad to that, right? As with anything, I can tell you that the bad is that your entry-level buyers are the ones that are usually creating the bottom of the market. They're buying your lower-priced housing. However, because we're coming off such a downturn in the market, you have a lot of investment that goes on in the market. So the silver lining, my personal opinion, twofold. One, you're going to make better decisions usually with 5 years additional life experience or 7 years additional life experience than you would when you first get out of college and you know absolutely nothing about what it is to buy a house, how much space a family needs, what taxes are, or what your real living costs are going to be. So it does defer that decision, which should, in theory, make it a better decision down the road, more educated, as you get older, you make better decisions. Secondly, if you can't buy, you have to rent. And as you rent, the demand keeps that rent rate high. So for other people owning houses, investors, other people that are investing in real estate and renting out to these first-time home buyers or would-be first-time home buyers, it is going to continue to allow that bottom that we talked about to be created by those investors rather than the first-time home buyers. I hope that makes sense.
Mark, what do you tell folks, especially first-time investors, but anyone who's looking to invest in real estate?
I mean, I'm a huge proponent of investing in real estate. I think that the stock market is set up such that you really have no quality information that you're able to trade on. You're really being dealt to by Wall Street, so your returns are limited at best. Real estate is, it's a finite supply of land, especially in major metropolitan areas. And in your major metropolitan areas, you're going to have a constantly growing demographic population. So supply-demand curve is good. People have to live somewhere. So they're either going to rent or buy. If they can't buy and you're an investor, then your property values are going to go up. You also have tax shelter, which you don't get in a lot of investments. So real estate investment at NetWorth, which is the company that I own, we are huge proponents of that, and I think that it's a wonderful investment vehicle for anyone who wants to seek what I would call somewhat non-traditional investments.
Where do people go wrong? What mistakes do they make when they don't have success in investing in real estate?
That's a great question. So you didn't ask what mistakes do they make to not have success. You asked what mistakes they make when they don't have success. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing about investing. It's like riding a bike. I don't care if it's stocks or real estate. If you fall off and you put it back in the garage and you never get back on it, you're never going to learn how to ride that bike. So you're not going to have a 100% success rate on your first investment property. You should still have a successful investment, possibly not as successful as you would have liked, but you learn from that. So the biggest thing is to learn from your mistakes. Do not get discouraged, and do not take on too much risk.
Mark Bloom is a real estate expert for Fox News Radio. Mark, we appreciate you so much. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you for the time.